It's Wednesday, it's summer, it's Glen Standard Time, which is never ever on time. Uh, Sorry about that, everyone. Digestive issue this morning, nothing major, but that's part of what got me delayed, and I was a bit like a dog on a bone yesterday. Found some problems with the farm design I'm looking at using for Minecraft, and therefore, a little bit. My camera's or my microphone's in the shot. That's bothering me. Anyway, yeah, a little bit like a dog on a bone yesterday. Found some problems with the iron farm design that I was going to use. Not iron farm, but mob farm design I was going to use. So decided that that was not a good choice of stuff to be doing. Wrong one. So I decided to pick a completely different design. Well, I shouldn't say completely. I decided to switch designs. So the one showcased by Avamance when I play Minecraft it had some problems that are particularly bothersome. Good morning. Thanks, Benson, for hanging in there. Good to see you. Where was I going with this? Oh, there we go. Seed. Start. I think I got the right character. In any case, the writing captions. Go. So the iron farm. I keep saying iron farm, and I mean mob farm. There we go. Load. Now, in behind this one, it is that word loading word down in the purple zone of my screen, so difficult for everybody to see. But where I was going to go with that was those that know me well enough know that I am not a fan of spiders in Minecraft, real world, or anywhere else. Therefore, when I discovered that Avamance's farm has an issue with spiders, in that his walls on the outside edges were too close to the platforms, so that spiders could actually just barely hit the walls on the sides, grab on, fight, getting washed down to the bottom, and then climb back on the platform when the water disappeared. To me, that made it a complete no-go. So I took the hint, accidentally provided to me by Groova yesterday, to go and check out one of Nembon's videos. Well, of course, I thought, this thing is like ancient design. Can't be any good. It stands up to the test of time. Long story made short, there's a bit of a larger catch tray underneath the mob farm, and the sides don't have any walls for anything to climb on. It's totally open air. So once I figured out how he did it, deal with the light level in the spawning mechanics, then it works just fine. So I made a couple of modifications to a schematic I was looking at, like a different one, and that was taking me a long time. So the birds were very distinctly chirping when I went to bed last night. I think I crawled in at about 5 a.m. When we had the window open and stuff, so it was probably just pure exhaustion that had me go to sleep. But I had a good 4 hours, so it worked out well. So, and hoping that your day's going well, Benson. Don't want to disrupt you too much today. You and I, at least, are headed off to
Hello.
today. Good morning, Fantastic Sherlock Fox. We are headed off to more Black Forest. I've been looking on the web, and at this point, I'm not sure there's a way to get rid of these auto-generated plants, so I've decided to treat them kind of like potted plants. They're just going to stay decorative, so that's kind of cool, but it wasn't intentional. Now, for those of you that may have remembered the last time they saw me playing this game, it turns out that I had several deaths and went to go to retrieve my stuff and died again. Went back to retrieve stuff, died again. As soon as I felt that I could actually spend the time to sit off camera, I tried getting close-ish, like along the edges of... there we go. So along the edges of the south border. Like I ended up... I spawned a set there. I don't know why it's not a new home, but I think probably because I swapped characters. Anyway, the spawn was down here, and I climbed up the western edge there, near the water. And when I got close to where the death zone was, I can't quite say. It doesn't show the island I was using. It's just a teeny rock off the edge. It wasn't even really an island. But when I got close, it gets really steep. And thankfully, there was a rock just out in the ocean. So what happened was I walked out to the rock, and a storm was coming up, so I was concerned about that. But once I determined that the waves in the water were not going to overwhelm the rock, there was a little depression in the top. And so I just sat in the depression, could see everything, fine. And sat there through the night, just looking around, making sure that I didn't actually get washed off the rock and that nothing actually was coming towards me. I saw a few, dwarves and stuff that were problematic, but nothing really notable. And then as soon as I thought it was light enough that I could see what was going on a little bit better, I actually tried to go in crouch stealth mode. So when I turn around and then I hold down my control key, it has me crouch, and that's in the sneak mode. You move really slow, but I use the sneak mode to get over to the death pillar where all my stuff was. And that worked out remarkably well. So I snuck in, got my stuff, snuck out back to my safety rock before I put anything on, and then Bob's your uncle. So that's how I got all my stuff back. So once I got my stuff back, I just did the big run to the new home so that I could tote some stuff from this abandoned village spot where I'm currently sleeping to the new home. So we have not a whole ton of new stuff. Really not much to note there. Actually, I think we have a little bit of wood, but that's about it. Really, it was just getting my gear back. So yeah. So we did manage to get silver necklace and I think a couple other pieces. But the big one, you see this crown? We actually got all the thistles we needed and the dandelions. So, in celebration of actually making it back, when I trucked everything back, I got put together this one! Yay! So I have myself a midsummer pole. And according to what I'm reading, it sounds like these are seasonal. So there'll be a point at which, seasonal could be just about anything. But some games will have, like, say, Christmas material for pine trees or whatever that'll last right up into, like, June. So even though this one came late spring, that I can use it, or not use it, it'll stay there as long as I've built it, but I can find the materials and have the recipe unlocked to build it. Quite a few months in. I don't know when it's going to disappear, but at some point it will. So yeah, I was quite chuffed. That was my celebration. So that's where the thumbnail came from that ended up on the YouTube posted version of last week's adventure. Now, I just want to make sure game in. And here it gets really quite noisy in the game. Lots and lots of wind. That's part of why I had it down for the first bit. Today's goal with this game is to head back towards the forest, but just because I know that there's more to see over there, right? But the other thing that has occurred to me is now that I'm ready, I could also take the old storage house. The only thing is there's no real reason to head down that way because I know that there was a troll there. I have to think on the question of the day, actually. I have an interesting one. So the question of the day today turns out to be, if you could talk to animals and they would understand you, but you could not understand them, what would you do with that power? Now, I'm assuming that it means, I'm choosing to take that to mean that it... Yay! Now, I hope that actually showed, because I was supposed to put up on the screen. Looks like it didn't, so I'm a little disturbed. I'll have to figure out where that pop-up should have come from. Let's see. Oh, I think I know. Okay, alerts. What's in here? Remote rain. It's an alert. Ooh. Yeah, okay. It's tied to the... I got it. Okay. I will fix that so the next time we play, Benson's burst will pop up a little bit more successfully. Turns out that it's actually, I've got 2 sets of alerts running. Not running, but set up. And the resulting effect is, oops, where am I here? I was looking for something. Oh. The resulting effect is that some alerts from my streamer bot were a little bit busted. They do weird things, so I hadn't been using that set. But unfortunately, that turned out to be where I got the pop-up for first tied to, I think. I'll have to see. Okay, so in any case, where are we here? I wanted to sleep away the night, for one thing. Which is kind of dumb, because I just went and set my spawn point, so we'll have to take a stop at the other place to set our spawn point there. I just want to make sure I dump the things I don't need, because I don't need a second maypole, and I probably don't need to carry around my thistle. But things like that can just break that word back. If I had naturals, okay. Man, it looks like we have beautiful weather today. Oh, fantastic. Noisy, hey. Shh. Oh, it's a little wet, so stuff's starting to leak through. I have a hammer. Doesn't need repairs. It looks like it, but it doesn't. Okay. That's fine. So it is noisy. I'm going to turn the game down just a little bit. I'm forgetting this one is so loud. That's still quite loud, but it's a lot better than it was. Actually, I'm going to fade it back in and turn it down a different way, so I'll be right with you. Audio. That's probably more reasonable. Loud storms don't seem to be popping up quite so high. Okay. We can handle that. Alright. I was dumping stuff, that's what I meant. So, it would make, yeah, definitely would make training animals easier if you could just talk to them. I guess I was trying to level gear, like, but this away and that away. I'm trying to remember where I have various different things tucked. That extra stuff. I'm trying to have a system, but the system doesn't always make sense. Do I care about that? Probably not. Don't really care about this either, so... But with that, I have a gazillion arrows, that's fine. I have materials to make more, so that's even better. Okay, well, let's just go with it. Oh, right, that's why I've got all this stuff. So I've got some of this is the extra clothing I had from when I died, yes. Right, okay, so I need a new chest for that. Have the wood. Let's see. Yes, excellent, okay. I'm gonna put that one over in this corner as the sort of like, did you die box. Oh, actually, no, I'm not here. That's why I wasn't doing it that way. Thinking I should actually leave that did I die stuff in the other building in case exactly that just happens. Okay, let's check out what I've got for food. No, I think I've got a good combination. I mean, I could drop down some of the health for a little bit of stamina instead, because these meat things don't give me as much stamina, but I think I'm okay just because I don't really want to get killed. Yes, this guy keeps trying to step into our house while they find a new home. Yes. I've heard, I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard that supposedly mothballs are supposed to help keep these guys away, so maybe we should look into that. I don't know, but it might be worth it. You give it a shot. Okay, this. Terrible stamina at 8. More stamina focused at 35, so I think I'll just go with that. do want some ability to run away, and that's always helpful. Suddenly quiet. That's a little creepy. This. Okay. The house stays stuffy. And start on our long run. Oops, let's go off. Where am I here? Just gonna turn off some of the timers that we don't really need. Controls. Oh, I want another one. Here we go. MC timer off. Off, if I can spell. Timers off. There we go. We shouldn't get as many pop-ups and warnings. Righty. Okay. Now I'm playing around with upgrading my skills on a knife. I have a spear I'm working on as well. I'm going to swap that one out for now. And then we got pickaxe. Okay. I think we're good-ish, so we'll just see how it goes. And map. Where am I headed? I'm at this home, and I want to go basically straight west and then north. This way. Wrong way. Might as well take some more honey with me. I'd rather have more food than necessary. Then I can leave some behind in good conscience. There we go. Okay. West it is. I'm trying to avoid the mountains, although I'm not early, but in the early stages of the Black Forest. I don't think I really want to mess with accidentally getting too close to the mountains. A bit of a southwest bend to get around them. And we won't always be doing the travel to and fro's on camera if it's a long haul, but at this point, I'm early, still enjoying this part of the game, so why not? So for anyone interested, I'm actually challenged. And my mouse is behaving weird because I changed the sensitivity by accident. There we go. For anyone interested, Sheep Queen had a pretty good birthday yesterday. She's young. Ooh! She's young enough that... Come here, buddy. There we go. She's young enough that she's excited by all the stuff. Had one of those Harry Potter moments where Dudley Dursley starts counting his presents. But she wasn't trying to be rude about it. She was just so excited. And then she did pretty well with a lot of art supplies. And that's great because she's really on an arts and crafts kick lately, so I quite like that. My son was quite into art when he was about the same age, but possibly a bit younger, and his burnt out. I don't see hers burning out. The more she gets, as in terms of equipment to be able to do things well, the more she seems to enjoy it. So, yeah, so she had a good birthday. She's very much into sheep, as in, like, quite likes them. So, and so she likes llamas too as a result of that, sort of like long-necked sheep in her world. And one of the highlights of her day yesterday was that she came into the kitchen to a very large inflatable llama balloon, complete with blanket on its back. So I thought that was kind of cool. It wasn't intended to be Minecraft themed, I don't think, but it worked out that way. So yeah, she was really, really pleased with that. I was glad. And we have yet to have her actual birthday party with friends and stuff. That's going to be on the weekend. So she's looking forward to that. And we're headed to a bounce house. Not really a bounce house. We don't have bounce houses much anymore, but like a trampoline park. Okay, this is where I started getting myself in trouble. Now, I think some of the marked tin is stuff I didn't pick up. So I may try mining that, which means I have to backtrack because I skipped a little village that I had intended to stop at to set my spawn. We don't want to do this run every time. Once again, I've turned down the vegetation on the ground. Disappointed that the game... Am I here? Oh. Yeah. Disappointed that the game has it be such that you don't have as many options for ground cover level. So the ground may look a little bit less decorative than it could otherwise. But I think it's important, because I'm looking for tin and stuff along the coastline, or once we get into the forest, copper in the main part of the forest, and I just can't see it very well on the ground. Well, good morning and shout out to Sheep Queen and Star Wars Fan Kid. Hopefully Mom won't say anything dumb. Well, no dumber than usual anyway. Alright, so wanted to dump the extra pants and stuff. Pants and shirt. Accents, things. I don't think I'm going to need that, so bunch there. On one of my other runs, I'll bring another bow to go with it. What else I got in here? And that's some of the extras I should have picked up last time that I didn't get to, so I will leave them here for now, and then I can do some runs back afterwards. I don't think I'm going to need that much wood. Dump that here, because I really... That, okay. I think should be good. Okay, so this is the auto-generated bed. That one is my regular bed. I'm not going to sleep right now. Too early. Now we can head to the shore. Yep. But for the most part, I'm only carrying a minimum of what I want. If I go the right direction, that would help. I have a suspicion that at least Star Wars Fan Kid will have something to say about how Mom plays, but I have a permit. Within reason, he's got good tips and tricks, just sometimes he knows a little bit more about the game than I do, and is still learning about spoilers, so we also have different play styles. I'm a little more cautious, he's a little bit more just go get it kind of character, so we work together usually, but sometimes we can have a few minor disagreements on how things should be done. So yeah, Star Wars Fan Kid and Sheep Queen and I all own Valheim now. I'm no longer borrowing Star Wars Fan Kid's copy of the game, and so the three of us have been playing together. It's been a lot of fun. Technically, I'm in the Black Forest. Just wondering, did I dig up all of that vein? May have. I also don't particularly like being noisy around here, so I want to watch my back. Just makes me feel more comfortable. Oh, there might be, is this? Yes, tin deposit, perfect. Okay. That's got some pierce to it. Try that. I'm looking around first because I am, after last week's adventure of trying to get my stuff back and getting killed several times, I'm not super keen on getting my backside handed to me right away. Come tin. There we go. 4. So 4 takes me up to 121, so I can't really do that too many more times. So far, it looks like nothing seems to have cared that I did that. That's good news. on my map, I'm just going to zoom in, possibly. Oops, no, not what I want. 10, enter, and left click on it to put an X on it. Still want it there in case I've missed something, but I want to let myself know I've been there so I don't need to recheck. Sorry, don't need to come back intentionally for that spot. Here, I have some hides, so I think I'll skip that for now. Kind of sticking to the coast because I'm looking for more tin at this point. I do know I need to go deeper interior to try and find some copper veins to go with the tin. But I can't do much with either of them at the moment because I need to actually get the materials to make what's going to effectively be a smelting kiln. And another one that's going to basically turn the wood into coal. But up to that point, if I don't do that, then the only option I have is to burn food until it turns coal. Not super sure I like that either. Part of the reason I wasn't running as much is not because I don't want to. It's that, A, I want to make sure I've got stamina if I do need to run in the other sense. But B, that, as you can see, I'm a little nervous. Keep checking for other things. But B, I find that these deposits are harder for me if I'm running. So, is that it? That one? That rock, just in case. I don't think there is in that one. Probably just rock. Yeah, that looks like it's just rock. Okay. Let's dump the rock for weight reasons. Don't see that I've attracted any attention yet, but that doesn't mean much. Storms are really frustrating that we can't turn those down, winds and such, so that we can hear the mobs better. So what? It's a trade-off. Map. Block that one. Got this back, so now I've discussed it, I'll put it off the map. I did count it. No sense running around with rock, exactly. I've just got the ore I needed out of that one. There's one of my death poles. Probably nothing in that. But if there's nobody around, I'll check it anyway. Something there. But not a major something. I'm gonna be cautious. Anything in here? Oh, I had carrot seeds. Okay, well, and a club. And this guy. Come here, buddy. For death, call anybody else. No. We're good. Okay, on this edge is where... On this edge here is where I saw some skeletons earlier. I just want to be cautious, because that's part of where I got myself into some trouble. I thought I heard a burp noise, and I'm not sure whether that's just a sound effect, or whether it actually means something. Still learning on that part. Hehehe. The Fantastic Shadow Fox is talking about a rudimentary conversation, or not conversation, rudimentary language to go with the ability to talk to animals. I can see where you'd want to go with that, potentially. It is kind of funny because it reminds me a little bit of two different things. One, it reminds me of horses talking. Not talking, but as in, like, counting, I guess. Not an uncommon thing for that to be part of Wow. I died lots. Another one up in the forest over there, which is not on my map because those probably are the ones that didn't really matter to the getting my gear back. So I clear out this one. Something nasty. Somehow it feels like there might be. Yep, I hear it.
Hello?
Good morning. Yes, that was Tin by the Water. Actually, thank you for catching that. Before I get things handed to me. Rather than do that, I'm just going to... I do want to mine this one. Just taking it very, very cautiously. This is pretty much where I got beat up the last time. There's stones over there. Had a pair of skeletons in them. There they are again. Oh, he's a 1-star. That's not fun. Definitely got his attention. I'm not going to run away too much. Make sure. Oh, maybe I didn't get his attention. So I want to mark the tin because before I mine it, I wanted to clear out what might be around here, just so that it's a little bit quieter and doesn't attract quite so much attention when I do pick up the tin. Okay. That guy's not close by. Oops, not there. But watch out. I do need skeletal fragments for, he is. I do need skeletal fragments for upgrading gear and stuff over time, so might as well. Hello, buddy. Oh, that's bad. You swing and miss. Please. Ouch. Fine. Oh, really? This is why I set my spawn somewhat close. Holders back. Quick coffee hydrate. Yeah, kinda not cooking things in my underpants. I think he probably won't be camping me, but I can never be too sure. Okay. Take that instead. A few more chances. Food. Do I care? Yeah, probably. Same slot I'm used to. Nothing useful in there. Okay.
Yum 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 yum.
Alrighty. There we go. Yum 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 yum. Okay. So I actually have to remember to put things on. Clothes. Equipping, equipping, equipping. One. Alright. I think that's as good as we're going to get. Now, let's make sure I made my spawn in the right spot. Perfect. I can skip those two, beeline up there. Actually, I'm going to do the coastal trick just like I did the last time. It worked out well. I want the boars to take me apart. That's not high on my list. Let's see if I can get my better stuff back. I honestly thought I'd be okay with just the single 1-star skeleton. It's possible that I would have to look back. You're right, I probably should have slept off the night. But We'll give it one shot, and then if I need to actually try and sleep it off, I will. Because then I don't like the full daylight when I'm trying to... Ooh. Nope. Yeah, you guys are right. Ah! Whoa, way too right. They all come out at night. Would have said mostly, but that's not the case. It's all of them. Oh, great. Yes, 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 I know. Run, run, run. I know I can't sleep very much when there's monsters nearby. This may have been part of the bullheadedness that my son has inherited, as well as, oh, for the love. Do I have to? Don't need that. But it also might be just me wanting to get stuff back and get going, rather than being smart about it. It's a bit scarier at night. Oh, mushrooms. Interesting. They're on my tail, guys. Go away. Sure. Now, the only problem is I can't sleep away the night. That's needs a fire. Oh, there we go. Okay. My memory's incredibly short today. Whatever. Wood is cheap. Fine. I honestly didn't think it would let me because those other guys are close. Midst the crash of arms on the dark and glimmering pane of sleep, a face swells, snarling before you. Your shield arm hangs limp, your spear is broken. Welcome to the cold blade of something or other. I wish it would stay just a little bit longer. Not that I can't read it. It's that, I can't read it and then tell you guys about it. Oh, you took out my fence. Oh well. Whatever. The mushroom's right here. Yeah, it's probably also not doing too well for you guys in terms of the brightness, so I can try and turn up the gamma a little bit. That would be advantageous because it's quite a dark game, as in physically dark. And there's those guys. You should have mushrooms in 7. If I have to take those guys on, the dwarves, I only want to take them on one at a time if I can help it. Well, I'm close to the mountains. Huh, okay. Okay, this is a good place for me to pause. Thankfully, single player game it does. And I wanted games, properties. That's not what I wanted. Games, filters, there we go. And we can turn up the gamma just a bit. Didn't help much. Last thing I want to do is make it fuzzier for you guys, so. Bit of 6 of one, half dozen of the other, so we'll have to see what we can do. Okay, close. I'm gonna try a similar route just because I don't see as many of the dwarves down there if I do it that way. It looks like I've got a pair of them, but if I can avoid those guys, that would be ideal. Don't want these next either because they're just mean. Do-do-do-do. What, dear? I know, I got you scared. Ready. Hear the wind a little bit. Whoa. Uh-oh. Okay, that's, very much less than ideal. I now have a gray troll, like a big troll in here, and I am not prepared for that. And up comes the waves. Of course. Of course. But it's basically trying to send me straight at him. Not a fan. A fan. He's definitely a one-hit kill. Definitely. So he's not something I want to be dealing with. It's moving away, but unfortunately he's not moving far enough that I wouldn't attract his attention even in stealth mode. I'm thinking I might be better to backtrack and go up the ridge as quietly as I can. A little bit frustrating. Yeah, I don't know if it would, because that bit that you're referring to from Harry Potter, with the troll in the distance. We do make that joke around the dinner table quite a lot, and I've thought about making that a Valheim sound, like a sound that I could play during a Valheim stream. Those refer to trolls in the dungeon, which, I mean, are sort of like crits in the game. Dear, would you please stop that? I might have to kill you just to get you to shush. I thought about making it a sound, but I just don't know how much I'd use it. It's definitely not something I want to take off. Or take head on. Trolls. The worst bit is, not just that they can hear you, they can smell you too. Uh-oh. So, I'm quite easily seeable in the middle, and I think I've been spotted. Yep, been spotted. Not a fan. Not a fan. I'm going to die. I'd rather be in an open area so that it's easier for me to get my gravestone back. Because, I mean, now that I've got slightly better gear in the leather stuff, the hide stuff or the scrap stuff I've got is, basically I view it as more or less pajamas. So it's not really good. I mean, when you die you end up in your underwear, and this at least pajamas, so I mean, I guess it's an improvement. What is this? A dwarf. Okay, well, he's okay-ish as long as I, avoid him as best I can. But being as he sees me rather clearly, yeah, he throws stuff at me. I just have to dodge his rocks. My axe isn't bad. I don't want the rock. Oh. mining troll, or sorry, mining dwarves. Yes. Was not the intent, but it happens. Well, I'm dead. Run! Uh-oh, that's not it. Run! 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 And roll. Hello? Not good. Not good at all. No. No, 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 no. Dodge? Whoa! Out of his range. Don't really want to kite the troll. Eek! Ow! That's into me. Oh! Facepalm. I have not yet used the Eikthyr power because I keep forgetting I have it. Thanks. Congrats, Benson, on being the king of the hill, because I will just set myself on fire. Okay. Let's go that way. That's okay. Yeah, it's on the screen and I still forget that it's there. Fantastic Sherlock Fox, if you could do a huge favor for me, just ask, what's his face? Sorry. Star Wars Fan Kid, if he knows roughly how long the Eikthyr power actually lasts. Because that would probably have helped an awful lot. Got berries. Berries, berries. Not ideal, but it'll get me some health. Noob player. From a noob. J-Queen says 5 minutes, okay. So then I won't turn it on until I get closer. This time, unfortunately, you may see some stealth usage. It's just, yeah, not high on this list to keep death dying. We may be doing a little sitting and chatting and playing some full games, but we'll see. This is how much the troll likes me. I get my pajamas back. Good place to start. It makes a lot of noise. So I don't like running part of it, but I think it's worth it. Get this thing going a little faster until I can start seeing where the problem is. I keep forgetting that feature's there. $5 minutes and long and 20-minute cooldown. Thanks, stay-at-home dad. That's awesome. Really? Oops. Swap these two. Not perfect, but might make some stuff stay away for like 10 seconds. Okay. Watching the bottom corner. Looking, and there's my pajamas. Oh, and there's the troll. Used to be camping, and lovely. Necks are there too. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna be smellable any second now. Even though I play with the kids, I don't actually, at this point in the game, have a tougher character. I've only been doing this a few weeks. So, and mostly weekly sessions. Looks like the troll's far enough away that he's not going to smell me. He'll probably come back if he hears me taking on the next. So, it's just my luck is all. Okay. Wouldn't it be nice if we could dual wield? That would be so nice. But it doesn't work that way. Pajamas, pajamas. Wow. Yeah, those pajamas are in really crummy shape. Well. Swap to the slightly better weapon. Corpse run. Wow. So I'm kind of wondering if the troll's up there, did I have a second one? Or is that the first one out of the road now? Let's see. Ah! He's an ugly bug. Hmm. Well, wind is kind of in my favor at the moment. In terms of, it looks like if I stay potentially downwind of him and then sneak, I might be able to make it back decently. Might. But I don't make too much noise. I really don't want to have your attention today. Scared him anyway, fantastic. Signal to stay put. So I answered my question. I have 2 trolls. Fun, fun. I can never do this by halves, can I? Character. I'm idly wondering how my swimming skills are, but I have a suspicion that that wouldn't help me. see, now that I'm curious. And nope. Would you sit? Quiet. I'm not good enough yet at this to have any clue. Uh-oh. Fog's rolling, and that's not good. Well, where are we at sometimes? Losing the day, that's not good either. Is point? Point? I'm just kind of wondering if I'm being dumb. Try and do it at night. The thing is, it took me so long to get out here in the first place that I'm kind of wondering. Go for it anyway. Fog, it's a little bit bothersome. I can't see what's going on. Grr. Oh, and with the waves rolling in again, the swimming option is rapidly becoming not an option. Actually, some worst vision of the area I've had yet. Starting to wonder if going down along the coastline was dumb. Really honestly not sure what to do. Oh, conditions as they are. Ooh, nope, he's a little closer than I want to risk. Frustrating. His ugly mug brother up the hill. Death seems rather inevitable. Yeah, whatever you. Frustrating because all my good gear's over there. Oh well. Yeah, whatever. Unless you back here. Want to buy dinner? Use some necktails. That's a pain. Okay, well, start over here. Got this one, so let's go with that. Something just shifted on a shelf in my room, just as that grayling came up. Scared me pretty good for a second there. Hmm. Debating, do I basically grab what I've got, give up, go home to the other base, and then just start building up again from scratch. Seems like a waste, but as it is right now, my gear is far less than I even fought Eikthyr with. So that's disappointing. I'm just wondering if I'm being too cautious, but I don't know if I really want to go running in if I'm not going to have any chance. I do not know. Yeah, it's a bit of a setback. It does give me an opportunity to take home that I've already got. I mean, coal's coal, but I can use it for signage and stuff. I always need wood when I do things. Why not? You can come back. It's disappointing. I'll make no bones about it. I'm bummed. But it also means I can remember to come back with an extra bow. And I can leave at least one of my axes here. It's not the greatest, but it'll do. I can see why some players would want to for the multiple bases all over the place that are more upgraded than this. I'm just taking a look around this spot. I know there's more berries there. Yeah, that's fine. Wanted. I was hoping actually to see more mushroom. Well, Wizard of Oz, the one thing I do need is a brain to figure out what I should have been doing. What sort of gear do I think I need to get my gear back? As funny as it sounds. I'm bothered that I lost that stuff, but it's all leather gear. So if I make another set, sort of like start again and come back, really it'd probably be the tin deposit. I mean, by the time I come back, I may not even care. We'll see. You, my dear friend, unfortunately are now a target. I'm not going to bother chasing you down because you're in the same direction I need, so that's fine. But I came back with gear that was, as good, or even slightly less than what I currently have waiting for me there. Then I'm not ready for that guy. Then I could just use the gear that I pick up as spare, sort of rotate it through and take the pajamas out. Unless we were upgrading to, canvas pajamas or something. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Even just bringing in my other character wouldn't necessarily help. Because I probably would end up just losing their gear too. It's no better than the stuff I got. And I'm willing to... It's berry patch, actually. I'm willing to bet that, name. Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's in, raspberries, okay. Willing to bet that my son probably doesn't have gear a whole lot greater than mine. Has more experience with the trolls, but probably still wouldn't take on 2 of them. Hard to say. I don't know if he's ever played solo. That's a good question itself. Go northeast-ish. But we don't have like north, south, east, and west on this map. It's kind of handy that the map doesn't rotate. Some of the other games we have maps that rotate. I mean, on the bright side, I do know I don't have to worry about, you know, like getting my very first bee nests and that sort of thing. That part's good to know. I've already got those waiting for me. I can swap out. Got a few necktails I can cook up. I mean, I'm not totally lost. It's just... yeah, more the emotional disappointment. I think it's probably more the early game stuff that, you know, if you lose early game gear, great. Like, not great, but as in, you'll easily survive it and off you go and it's not a big deal. Later game, of course, it's frustrating every time you've got your best stuff with you and then you have to go and either come back at subpar gear or not come back at all for a while. I'm fairly certain I could have done better, but I just, off the top of my head, don't know what yet, because I've never run into two trolls at the same time. At least not that close together. And there was a bit of a physical barrier as well. We were home and kind of comfy. By the way, this thing over here, apparently, it doesn't do much when you stand by it here, but when you're inside and you sit down and rest, you actually get one more bonus point for comfort, I think. Honey. So these will replace the berries I'm carrying. Here, dear. Because I'm successfully in stealth mode at the moment, I can usually get right up to them. If I really want to, I could punch him to death, but I think I'll just take him out with the axe. It's a little bit easier. Easier, quicker. Go. Oh. You told him we could brainstorm around lunch. Yeah. The other thing, I just want to be clear on stream, is that I don't have a problem with, you know, getting a little bit of aid now and then, or figuring out what technology strategies to take on. I'm totally good with that. I just want to make sure that I don't do too many changes off camera. Oh, before I do anything too much, I don't want to be ultra stupid here, and I really need to set my spawn so we don't have to do this crazy walk again. So, if I have anything helpful. Not at the moment. I have a lot of those hides, scraps, so I might be able to make something fairly soon. But do I not have any ore? Seriously? Oh, there it is. Thought I had it. Couldn't figure out where I'd put it. Okay, this one, rocks. Okay, I've got one. That's fine. Coal can go down there. A little bit of meat to start. Okay. This one here. That one up there. This berries bin. I've got the honey, so let's swap that. I do have food and storage. Yippee skippy! So I don't need to worry about quite so much. Not as good, and I have more deer anyways, so let's just do that for now. Alright, what we can do. Ooh! I can make a leather tunic. Yep. New shirt. New pants. Neither of which are leveled up, but that's okay. Do I have enough for a hat? Hey, just enough for a hat. Now I'm just gonna see armor 2. They're all at armor 2, but if I was to upgrade them, I need bone bits. So it's actually right now better for my supplies to make the hat rather than actually upgrading anything else. Craft that. Now I know I want to make a new shield. Start with. I don't have enough of the boar scraps, so I need to do that. What else do I? Flint for arrows. I need. Do I have a bow? Bow. Oh, I thought I had bows here. There it is. Level 2 bow. Bear torch. No. Bows. I need to pick a hammer. Figure there would. I mean, I'm ahead compared to where I used to be. It's just. Now let's hook that. Yay! Leave that down there. I probably won't need it for a while. Wood arrows. Do I really want wood arrows? What do I have? Here? Pile of feathers. 10. Okay. That makes some flint arrows. Victory! Tori Benson, try again. Take your victory lap. A little bit of fun, right? Just a little bit of fun. I think that's probably one of the best things I've added recently. Okay. No, might help. Actually, look at what do I need? Hammer. Oh, wrong one. Get that hammer out of the road. Craft it. Why not? Okay, now that I have the hammer, upgrades the hammer, get that part out of the way. Again. Makes it more durable. About 5, that can... Oops. I'm gonna have to label these things as actually stuff. Rock in here for now. Okay, so next target I want boar, skeletons, and flint. I think is my big goals. But I've got more stuff than I used to. Flint's pretty high on the list, so I can actually get more arrows. And then I can make flint tools and so on. Nice, let's open the windows. Probably need windows on the backside at some point, but it doesn't have a view. Okay, the front does. It's around the kitchen. The way our kitchen is designed, he actually could do that. Like a victory lap in the kitchen. We've got an island in there. That's actually quite a large island. So by the time you include the island and the kitchen table area, it's quite a large spot. Might as well do some running practice, and maybe get in some swimming. Not necessarily intending to waste time to level up skills, it's more, in some respects, swimming actually might help with the trolls a little bit more. Hello. Ah, take that. Not the world's wisest thing I could do, but... Here, buddy. I'm gonna punch you, though. You're fun to punch. Come here. The reason I'm punching things when I can is it's just a little bit more damage available when I end up completely unarmed. So for example, at the moment, my fists I've been working on a little bit, so I can do 9. Not great, but it's better than nothing. temporarily it beats clubs, and as you can see, it's much faster. I know there's the more bonus to actually having a weapon in your hand, but if I end up getting completely disarmed, I'm not totally in the weeds. Now this is one of the spots that used to have fragments, but no longer. Flint. I swim. Flint. What do we got? Okay. And I'm going to need more. I was going to say I'm going to need more wood, but no, I don't. I have cute little piles outside my house. That's fine. I was making a lot of things, which is why I want a lot of flint, because it takes a bunch for leveling them up. Sometimes you run into deer that are just going for a drink. Sure. Totally run away. So dinner. Even though the necktails are not as great for me health-wise as the deer meat or the boar meat, perk to the necktails is if I have to, I can hang on to them and then burn them to coal either for signs or for smelting materials down the road. Come on, dear. Be back. This was an interesting adventure. I got everybody. That deer go? I don't see the deer. 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 Yay! Congratulations! Congratulations, stay-at-home dad. Actually, I will cop to the fact that I am a stay-at-home mom. So, we have something unintentionally in common. Also, Benson already knows, but also for stay-at-home dads. Also for stay-at-home dads' edification, Fantastic Sherlock Fox is my other half. My better half, as I like to say, but, you know, you may debate that. But, yeah, my other half, and works from home, so we don't actually have to worry too much about going places, but it just means that in the summer, sometimes, particularly kids get cabin fever pretty quickly. Which means, of course, that we all need to get out once in a while. It feels like a pretty busy month, only in that people stereotypically tend to assume that summer in North America is a fairly slow time for some people. I think my brain wants it to be slow. It's just the reality is not matching up with what my brain wants. It's not feeling busy per se, but like, I mean, it was Shape Queen's birthday yesterday, and then I've got a Broadway show, like a traveling Broadway show, on Thursday. That's tomorrow. my brain doesn't want at that moment. And then we've got Friday is probably Cake Day. Well, partly Cake Day because we're having the Queen's party for her birthday on the weekend. And then in with that, I've also got a community event. I'm part of Scouting, so we've been invited to be part of the sort of the community Stampede barbecue. Not much of a barbecue. I mean, it's just like hot dogs or whatever. I think we're selling freezies or such. But it's a little bit of work to organize it. So oops. Hello. It feels busy. But on the other hand, I recognize that I am very spoiled because I have my health at the moment. Whereas it sounds like stay-at-home dad, you're not as healthy as you would normally like to be. Here, Piggy Piggy. So I do hope it's just something lightweight and it's a cold. You know, being stuffed up sucks. Cool. I'm really glad you were able to do that. Like really, really glad for you that you were able to be Girl Scout leader or co-leader. The reason I say that is up here, unfortunately, the Girl Guides, not just what we call them in Canada, but it's the older name of the more traditional organization, I guess. Anyways, long story made short, they're very, very girl only. I personally don't even think they're with the times at the moment, but that's neither here or there. Where I was going to go with that comment was to intimate that I'm really pleased that you've been able to do that. So with Scouting, we've had, as a lot of groups had via COVID, a serious decrease in numbers. Hence the interest in being a part of the community barbecue event, letting them know that we're there. I mean, this be my 6th, heading into 7th year as a leader in co-ed Scouting in Canada. So, yeah. And unlike south of the border, it's been co-ed up here for more than 20 years. I guess it's probably over 25 now. Anyway. So we've had a hit in our numbers related to COVID. We're slowly seeing them come back up, but there was we had an additional kink in the system that there was a vaccine mandate that we've had in place that I personally agreed with, but we had some membership who refused to take part in anything. Some quit because they didn't like the way things worked in terms of how we had to split up groups and keep our distance and those elements of the changes for COVID. So I can understand that, like particularly at the younger section levels. But anyways, now that we're back to much closer to normal, much closer to pre-COVID levels, then starting to see our numbers go up, but we still are in a part of the city that has a number of newer communities, and they're not always aware that we exist. It just occurred to me I had made those new clothes and I wasn't even wearing them. Yay, yippee skippy. Oh, ha ha ha. Yeah, it sounds like a little bit like me. I've got some inherited grass allergies, so I totally follow. Totally get that. Okay, so we're pretty far from home. Got enough stuff I can make a shield. And I'm wondering, do I tempt fate any further? How many? 23. That's not bad for the flint. Great, but it's not bad. If I head over towards the coast, make my way back down the coast, we can grab some more flint and head back. It's getting to be nighttime. But I can also take out some necks on the way. I wanted more deer. Oh deer, I wanted more deer. See, I said take out neck. Ask and you shall receive some days. I have to be careful what I wish for, right? Because there's a Grey Dwarf we just took out there, I'm assuming the reason I had turned around earlier on up is here's probably more Black Forest, which, given the cross the country trek before to the old stuff, I might be smarter to try my hand at some new spots up north and just see what I've got. Not today, of course, because I need to get myself back in shape with some more equipment, but means that, yeah, heading north probably a good plan. Don't see an easy spot. I mark that last location. I didn't see an easy spot to set up a temporary bed, but I'm thinking temporary beds is probably where it's at. So I'm not running from all the time. How close can I get? Can I see the trees? Not on this run. Not on this world yet, unfortunately. Got a little bit of tin, and I have yet to, on this world, even see a crypt, so I don't have any circling cores to make the appropriate equipment anyway. That's part of what I was headed for, was, I was hoping that I'd be able to find sort of, like, the stone buildings. I was hoping would be a good indication of being able to locate, areas that were going to start having crypts, or at least more bone fragments. I'm not super experienced, basically. Fantastic Shock Fox can tell you. I could dig up the seat to find out, but, so we must be close to the trees. There we go. But I've been playing for a few weeks. I haven't actually even read wikis and stuff. I've watched a lot of a gentleman by the name of Hiccup doing a fair amount of Valheim. So I'm familiar with people much more advanced in this than I am, in terms of watching them on YouTube. And my son got gifted, so what I'm saying, Star Wars fan kid got gifted Valheim for his birthday. A year ago now? I'm losing track of time. Might be a year, might be two. In any case, he got gifted Valheim for his birthday, and quite an... Ooh, that's not good. So, and so he's got some experience, but also it means that some of the basic questions I can get answered by him. Some of the basic is from hearing from others. I don't mind tips and tricks when people are watching, so if I'm doing something dumb, or hey, there's a better way to do that, given where you're at, then I'm always open to that sort of thing. I'm not up for full backseat playing, but, you know, you seem really stuck. Can I give you a hint? Feel free to ask, and I will definitely be open-minded. I may or may not take hints, you know, as normally I'm a Minecraft player, and a bit of a chicken Minecraft player at that. No. I think this village is probably... Ooh. Convenient. Go. This village is probably a better place for me to make for a temporary base than trying to backtrack to that other one. This is actually more tact. I got... Start with the repairs. Oh, missing a crafting station. Haha. Yes, of course. Crafting. No, not that. Yeah. I usually play Minecraft, so I stream Minecraft twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, noon to 2 Eastern. And, so that's what I usually do. And in some respects, this is a similar game. Oh, I know I have to take out one in a second here. I'll figure that out later. But I do play this just once a week, so, like with a lot of games, once you get started on it for the day or the run, it's kind of hard to shut down. as in I quite enjoy continuing on. Not so much in the summer now that my kids are home from school, but yeah, the three of us play together.
And now for something completely different.
Aha, you would. Okay, give me just a second to finish up making this hovel a little bit safer, and then I will definitely go ahead and Lego. So were I to be in Minecraft, I would respond to that by boxing myself in with whatever materials I had available at the time, and then immediately jumping over to Lego. But I think we are close enough on this one, ooh, more wood, that I can quickly grab that. This on the map. Here. Oh, this one, stopover. The other thing you'll notice real quickly, if I'm bumbling and fumbling and whatever with my... Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm in. Bumbling or fumbling with my key commands. Minecraft is... What I want a bed.
Following the leader, the leader, the leader.
Oh, why, thank you. Where are we here? For the end of stream. Yes. Thank you very much for the follow. I really do appreciate it. Anyways, where I was going with that was to say that some people have told me that there are some similarities. The biggest differences I'm noticing, aside from the mobs really being much more effective at kicking my behind in this one, that some of the key commands are opposites, and that's a bit of a pain when it comes to figuring out how to get everything kosher. Let's see, where are we here? Into the stream, no rush, enjoy. I'm going to close. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I'm going to do some more exploring. I'm also going to try and get my gear back up and head back in. And this roof. Okay, expedient solution will be building 45 on the thatch roof. Way up. No, it's not a 45 in the right angle. Thank you. Right there. Ichi. Okay, there. That should do the trick. Gonna go. Great spot. Go. Okay, and then I really wish they would give you triangle inserts. That would be really, really handy. But no. We're gonna do something a little janky, but this is gonna be great for now. Fire, please. That'll have to do. One. Really? Fine. Okay. I'm not going to worry about this. That down for now. Why waste the wood? Okay. And I just did it backwards. Ed, a door. Looking for. Inside, outside. Hold on. Go. That. I did that backwards. That. Remember what was in there. Love it. Nothing. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to do this one. No? And yeah, I did that way backward. This key goes for now. Jump. Not going to make this the new home, but it's functional for now. Or I have the right stones. Haha, haha. I always do that. Okay. For the bed? No. I want a roof. That's what we're doing. One. Where's the wind going? Of course, I'm facing the only direction the wind will come straight. I believe on the other side it was coming off. But so we'll be going to the southwest. I'm gonna go with this and see if that will do the trick. Might not. Go with it for and sitting at a zombie mob spawner. Cool. Question is, why are you sitting at it? That'll be an odd spot. Whenever you find these ruined houses, I like to fix them up and put a for sale penalty sign outside. Awesome. I think I may have to scoop that idea when I get to the point of being able to actually sell stuff. That would be cool. That would be cool. Okay, so I have a suspicion this is not going to work, but that's okay. We'll get smoked out of the house rather royally. But if the whole point is to not be dead, just have a respawn spot, then yeah, that'll be fine. Ooh, I didn't even realize there was another one in here. This one. By the way, if you have any tips or tricks for getting rid of... Nice. If you have any tips or tricks for getting rid of things that... Oh. Really? I want to build a crafting station. No. Back to that later. For getting rid of naturally spawned elements, that would be super helpful. Because I don't really like the naturally spawned junk they leave around here. I can't always get rid of it. The beds are annoying and the plants are annoying. I see. Okay, yeah, I totally understand. Fixer-upper opportunities. Excellent! Yeah, I cheated. Not cheated. I got lazy about it and just traded by levels. Okay, so let's go set spawn. And claim it. Spawn point set. Excellent. I need rocks. I want to sleep away the night and get the comfort bonus. Where am I? But the point I was actually going to make was to head back to... Interesting. Oh well, stopover is close enough. Okay, let's run down the core, pick coast, because our inventory is kind of full. Pick up what we can. Some rocks. That's north. I want to check out this outcrop. What we can see. Oh, nope. And I have 13 arrows, so it's better than nothing, but... Ooh, 4. Nice. I'm hoping if I can at least level up some of the leather gear to where it used to be, it'd be an improvement. Mushroom in the rock? Up there. But did they stuck? We're pretty boring. Ha ha ha. One. 2. Well, that helped. Thank you, dear. Hello. I blame the tree. What do we got? Regular tree, regular tree. Then where did that stupid base come from? Interesting. Something like that, yeah. So what I'm actually thinking of is, for example, sometimes when I find a nice little village layout that I like, I've just taken them over. Excellent, except that there's often things like those naturally spawned beds or the naturally spawned plants that are on the outsides of houses and stuff, that when you disassemble the entire space, they're still there. And I don't know how to get rid of them. I don't know if there is a way or not. It's not something I've actually looked into. They look to the wild boar. So when they say wild boar, what I often do with this is I will... And this is what I've been calling boar rock. And the reason for that is because, of course, as I understand it, that any boar in the area will, over time, be more or less attracted to this area here, which means that it's worth me every once in a while returning if I want to actually, I shouldn't say farm the boar, but be more likely to find wild ones. I have not... Oh, there's the forest. So I'm not actually going to shoot, but you can see way out here where I'm sort of aiming at. That's the trees for the edge of some black forest. Close enough, I think, that it's worth figuring out. But also, yeah, I'd like to see what's on the other side here. There's a big gap right before that forest. That's fine. I don't mind. It just so happens that in the other base I call home, where we're upgrading things, for the 1-star boar, make you angry first. Oops. Well, not quite what I intended. Don't know if I really want to go after that guy. He's kind of in my way on the way home, but I hope you guys can still hear him when he was making noises, because it just occurred to me that it's actually very quiet. I know I turned the game down because the winds were crazy loud. Anyway. I'm actually going to go hang out in Stopover, and then wrap the day with 5 more minutes of Lego. Nothing wrong with doing things, but yeah. I can't sleep because I need a fire. Right. It's more that, okay, where I was going with this plant story, and I wanted the rocks, that's what I was going back to the ocean for. That sometimes I'll take over a place, and you start out with one of these little, triangle-shaped houses or whatever, then as you expand, then it's nice to be able to... Oh, freezy, wow. That happened. But as you expand, it's nice to be able to build your house wherever you want it, however you want it. But I've got a couple of spots where I've got like a bed that's in the middle of nowhere, or plants that I just can't get rid of. They're just stinking in the way. Eat another bite. No, not today. Because to build the campfire, get to bed, call this one a day. There we go. The battlefield, dreaming eyes, blah blah blah, painter. Okay, so it's about you dying. Yick. Nope. Doesn't do squat. It's kind of weird. It's like your swipes passed right through it. First I thought it was glitched, except that I've seen it in 3 different worlds. So, we'll just have to see. Okay. I slept, and I swear it looks more like night than when I went to bed in the first place. That's okay. So here we are. Oops. Turn around. Turn the camera. Oh, there we go. So for this one, let's just take off the helmet. Here we are. We're at that side house. I'm probably going to start working my way back. We'll do that next week, and it'll be same time, so 12 to noon Eastern on the Wednesday. I will be back 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow to do some more Minecraft on Java Minecraft from the Dadcraft 73 SMP, and we are back to working on Mob Farm version 2-ish, and we'll see if this one works any better and see how far we get on the progress for it. So, hope to see everybody. We will be finishing off with Lego, so I'm going to swap to that, and I'll see you over there in just a minute. Well, as you guys no doubt figured out, that the Lego cam is not cooperating. Went black, and all the tips and tricks that my husband and I had tried yesterday did not want to cooperate. So, in lieu of that, it is noon as it is. I've refunded the points to Fantastic Sherlock Fox, and we will try again on owing him the Lego redeem on tomorrow's stream. But I'm going to flip to the end screen, and I want to say thank you very much to everyone who was able to make it today. Thank you for the follow and joining us. Stay at home, Dad. I really appreciate that. Thank you once again for joining us, Benson. And thank you very much, Fantastic Sherlock Fox, for dropping by as well. It's always great to have you guys. It's always great to do something a little bit different than Minecraft for a bit of a breather. And I will see you on the next one. Now, before we disappear completely, I'm going to head over to Maribel Jade. She is, in my little screen cap, she appears to be working a bit on her Lego, but I know she is mostly a Minecraft player with Lego breaks, so feel free to say hi to her, and we shall see you on the next one. Have a good day.
Mischief managed.
Transfer complete.